Hey guys, it's the Knit Guy here, doing a little diamond painting today. Hope you're all interested in checking this out. It's new to me. I've only done like 2 paintings ever. I'm not sure if you can see that picture, but that's what we're looking at today. That's what we're making. These are the colors involved. There are 27 colors total. Not sure if you'll be able to see that, but as you can see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like Santa Claus elves. Haven't done any videos other than just a little bit of a video on spinning at one point. People seem to like that one. I probably should have done more. I haven't. I do plan to. I'm a little nervous about the whole camera and speaking. I'm not a very good public speaker. Ended up finding this craft through Ross of the Smells Like Yarn podcast. If you haven't checked that out, you should. He does diamond painting, he does knitting, he does a crap ton of yarn reviews. What I really like about his videos is they are what they are. He doesn't do any editing. His don't look like these professional productions. They are what they are. And being an everyday person myself, that kind of appeals to me. Just starting to set up a wood shop in my basement. I will be doing some videos on wood turning coming up here in the near future. And my very first project I'm going to do and record is going to be making the fancy diamond pens that you see everybody using. I have 2 pen blanks downstairs in my little shop already. I haven't started them yet. I'm hoping to do that tomorrow and record while I do it. I'm not sure how that's going to go yet because, like I said, I'm not very tech savvy. I can run a computer. I can run YouTube, that kind of thing, but I've never done any editing. If any of you that are watching this have ever done any editing and can recommend a very simple, easy editing program that might help me, I would truly appreciate that. I'm going to make a couple of these diamond drill pens. The first few I'm going to make are going to be wood. They're not going to be acrylic, which seems to be the big thing now. Everything is turned out of acrylic. I see them taking pieces of wood and putting them in buckets and adding acrylic, and to me that's not what wood turning's about. For me, it's going to be everything's going to be wood, like it. To me, it should be. I've done this. The lathe I have down there that I'm going to show you tomorrow is not my first lathe. It'll be my second one. It is bigger. I can do better, longer. My totally awesome wife bought me this one for Christmas, and it isn't just your basic pen lathe like I had before. On this one, I can do up to 10-inch round bowls, which I'm really looking forward to doing some live edge bowls. I have a bunch of maple and oak pieces that I can turn that were from trees that literally got in the way of our satellite dish and I cut down. But there's a million other things out there. The 2 pen blanks I was talking about that I plan on making diamond pens out of are zebra wood, actually, that I bought at Rockler. Anybody that knows woodworking probably knows Rockler. And as a matter of fact, the new lathe that I have is a Rockler Excelsior lathe. It's got 4 speeds, I believe, on it. This is going to be different to me because I'm going to have to start changing the drive band on the pulleys. My other one was I just turned a knob to turn up or down my RPMs. I've already started doing some investigating because that seems so easy. There is a kit I can buy and transfer my lathe, the Excelsior lathe, the new one, from a manual switch to to one like my old one where I just turn the knob and it goes up and down. You do have to change out the motor. You do have to change out the sensor, the switch, I should say. But it's made for that. I lost my cover. Gotta get my cover minders out. I got some for Christmas. Obviously, with my name, the knit guy, I do a lot of knitting. I do a lot of socks. I do hats, Ross hats mostly. I'm not going to say what my sock pattern is because it's a Swedish woman who did the pattern that I prefer to do. They're basically sneaker socks, and I can't remember how to pronounce her name correctly, and I don't want to say it wrong. So I'm just going to pass on giving you that information until the next time when I'm a little more prepared and I look it up. Any of you guys that are Dancing with the Stars fans? Cheryl Burke, the dancer from Dancing on the Stars, the pro from the US version, not the actual original English version, which is Allie, what do you call it? Oh, Strictly Come Dancing. Her and Dan watch it all the time. That's another one of my favorite podcasts. Is oh God, Allie, what's the name of your podcast? I can't remember now. Oh, good Lord, I can't remember the name of it, and I watch it like constantly. She has 2. She has one that is her knitting podcast, and then she has another one which is basically her everyday life podcast, her basic daily vlog type thing. That's where she did her Vlogmas this year, and it's, what is it, Crazy Little World something? I don't really want to say because I don't want to get it wrong, especially for her because she's awesome. She works in a museum. It was really kind of funny because she was talking to her husband on one episode, and she was talking about his job and something that he had picked out or something, and she was like, well, that's not very butch of you, which for those of us in the US would be, that wasn't very manly of him. And I'm thinking, all right, I'm a guy who knits. I do diamond painting. I spin yarn. I'm going to spin you around so you can see one. Can you see my wheel? There it is. That's Tabitha. She's the second wheel I have. And I have another one that is a Ashford traditional wheel. That was my very first one. And I named her after my very favorite Disney princess. Come on. Everything's upside down. You know, it kind of makes me irritated because I watch these podcasts with like Rachel Ray and Mrs. Coffee and Cheryl Burke, and they show their trays and everything's perfectly in a line and they're all the right way. And okay, folks, how do they do that? Because mine never come out that way. Mine never ever come out that way. I'm constantly having to shake them. So that's one other thing. I have a single placer. I've never used anything but. I find the doubles, the fours, the sevens, and I'm thinking, why would you ever do that? The whole fun is picking up the diamond and putting it on the spot, right? So why would you want to do 6, 8, 4, 10, 37, whatever number it may be? I don't see the need to. Back to what I was saying before, though. Wow, I am all over the place. I think it's my nerves because it's my first one, guys. Sorry. But my original wheel, my Ashford Traditional, which I love to spin on that. And I found that grippier yarns, grippier wool, Shetland. Oh, good Lord. Now that I want to talk to you about them, I can't think of any of them. Cordell, those type wools, I spin on my Kiwi, my Ashford Kiwi, the one I just showed you. Anything slipperier, merino, that type of stuff, I have to do on my Ashford Traditional. I'm not sure why, but I cannot spin them on anything but my Traditional. Whether it's because I first learned that on that, I don't know. But that's why I keep two wheels. Anything grippy, well blended kind of thing, I do on the newer wheel, and I do it well on there. I spin very, very fine. Casey at the local shop where I get my stuff, Port Fiber in Portland, Maine. Casey's awesome. I actually took my first spinning class there, and I borrowed a couple of different wheels from her while I took the class. I mean, I paid for them. It's part of the class. And the first one I got, I wasn't a big fan of. So she had me try a shacked, however you say that, Ladybug. And I absolutely loved it until I saw the price tag on it and then decided I didn't love it so much. Well, I did, but I couldn't afford to love it that much. And when the class was over, it was right near Christmas. I really, really wanted to spin. But with Christmas coming, I am grandfather to 13 grandchildren, 4 children. Yeah, that kind of money for a shacked wheel, for basically any kind of wheel at that point in time, wasn't happening. So I actually bought a drop spindle. And God, you'd think I'd be more prepared for this. I cannot remember the gentleman's name, but I actually found his videos on either YouTube or Instagram of him showing him making his spindles, which I thought was really, really cool. Which was one of the things that got me into wood turning, was watching him make his stuff. Well, I started posting pictures on, I believe it was either my Facebook or my Instagram at that time. I don't very seldom ever go on Facebook anymore. The last election political crap just drove me away from it totally. Um, Not for, not against, not anything, just tired of seeing my friends and everyone fight over political bullshit. Oops, can't say that, sorry. It just drove me crazy. So I basically just stopped using it. But I do a lot on Instagram. I put a lot of pictures on Instagram. Um, Maybe that's where I'll start doing it. I tried to do this as a live on YouTube, and I was told I wasn't a big enough channel to do a live. So fine, there's other options. Don't need you. Um, I'll do my videos here as I do them, but if I want to do a live, I'll just go do Instagram live. I am, as I introduce myself as the Nick guy, and that's what I go by on a lot of things. But most of my social media, I am DM Lemont, and that's just DMLEMONT. You're more than welcome. I keep most of my accounts private, but if you just ask to join or to be friends or whatever, as long as you have anything to do with, if I look at you and you have anything to do with crafting at all, I'm going to accept you. I'm just leery of trolls and crap, so I don't just make mine totally public. At some point, if my channel gets big enough and I have to, that'll be one thing, because then I can start like paying moderators and that kind of thing. But I don't ever expect to be at that point. So just know that all you ever have to do is just ask. Allow me to see your channel or your Instagram or whatever it may be. And as long as it has anything to do with what I'm here doing, then you're good. You're good. I'll accept you. Don't I've actually run into it where I've had people show me pictures. Yep, they're crafters, okay. And then the first message I get from them on Instant Messenger is dating, and it's like, hello, I'm married, very happily married, not interested. Yeah, goodbye. You get blocked immediately. So keep that in mind. I don't want to. I don't want links to your personal nudie pictures or any of that stuff. So. Gotta learn to not pausing so much while I'm finding my next spots here. But so this is diamond painting. I mean, I'm sure anybody that's interested in seeing this and watching it and all this stuff. And big shout out to Danielle Stitcherista on YouTube. She does this drill with me like I'm doing here, but she does these true crime stories while she's doing it, and that is absolutely amazing to me. As you see, I keep pausing because I'm like, okay, what am I doing now? Where am I putting the next one? How she reads off of a tablet, a computer, whatever she is using at the time, a true crime story while she's doing this is amazing to me. You know, she's obviously way more talented at doing more than one thing at a time than I am. So, but she's amazing. You guys should check her out. I mean, I'm fairly new to this game, so I'm sure I'm talking to you guys, and you're like, yeah, I know that, I know her. Um, um, Diamond Painting Dog Dad is another one. He does a lot of unboxings and stuff like that. And now I did notice his last video that I saw of his was a yarn haul from Hirschner's. That he credited Ross from Smells Like Yarn with getting him addicted to that company, which aren't we all? And I noticed in the corner of his shot, He lives in an RV, and so he's at like a banquette in an RV. And against the wall next to him, I saw that he had a long. It looked like almost like it might be a KB knitting board loom. Um, I think that was the company it was from. I have one upstairs. My pins and mine are metal. They've gone to plastic since then, and I think that's what I saw there. It may be a different brand, and if it is, I'm sorry if I didn't call your brand out and it's yours. Um, Authentic knitting board. That's what it's called. I believe that's what he had there. He was talking that Ross has him now addicted to Hirschner's, which is a yarn company based in Wisconsin, not far from Ross. Which I don't think Ross buying from Hirschner's has anything to do with his relocating for the job he has now. I think he was buying from them beforehand, anyways. But that's another one. Rachel Ray, obviously, and no, not the cooking Rachel Ray, because that was the first thing. My wife she is not a huge diamond painter. She's just starting to get into making cards. The Cricut, but not with the Cricut. It's the Big Kick, Size X Big Kick. I bought her that as a gift not long ago. One of her really good friends who lives in Florida is huge into that. My mom is. My mom has been I don't know what you want to call it, a distributor or a sales rep or whatever you want to call it for Stampin' Up forever. My kid's mom, my ex-wife, she's big into the card making thing, the Stampin' Up thing. She, like most people, has an entire room devoted to it. My wife, Laura, does not. She just got started, but we are about to move our bedroom out of our 14 by 16 master bedroom into a smaller room, so we may move a couple of L-shaped desks we just bought. Hers is completely flat with a crap ton of storage in it, where mine is a straight desk, but it's also a drafting desk, so I can elevate and start taping my diamond paintings to it. And yes, Stitcherista, Danielle, that's all your fault. When I saw your setup, I was like, that's the cat's meow. I need to have that. So that was a purchase. And like I said, we're moving our room. I got to show you guys something here in a second, because we can't do anything anywhere in any room without. Sorry guys, I hope I'm not going to make you sick moving this, but that is my pork chop. Our pork chop. Pork chop. Hey. Pork chop. Hi, buddy. Can you say hi to everybody? Sorry, pal. Woke you up from your nap, didn't I? All right, go back to sleep, buddy. He's actually just recovering from. I'm going to show you my ugly face here for a second. He's actually just recovering from a elbow, I think, injury. It's either his elbow or his hip. He slipped on the ice the other day. We live in Maine, and we got a bunch of snow and ice the other day, and a crow landed in the backyard, and him being him decided the crow doesn't belong in our backyard, and he launched off of our back steps, and he slipped on the ice and pulled something, wrenched something. But yeah, he's been limping a lot, but he's almost back to normal. So, Happy New Year, guys! Cheer. Like a good draught Guinness. So that's my diamond painting. This is what I'm doing so far. I don't know if you can see. Oh, I am probably going to make you sick. Hello, fireplace. Oh, right there. Can you guys see that? Next to the white table. My arm's going the wrong way. I'm trying to do this backwards. Right there. That is a cross stitch stand that I got for Christmas from my in-laws. That's something I'm just starting to do. I went from this to that, which is backwards, I understand, from most people. Most people find diamond painting after cross stitching. Yeah, that's in the corner because me and him are having a fight right now. So, yeah. This is my first video, guys, so look forward to more, I hope. I'm thinking I'm going to make it a totally separate channel. This one's going to have like the diamond painting, the spinning. Sometimes you may see some cross stitch and knitting, of course, and crocheting. I do both of those. Think. This is where I need to learn to edit because this is really horrible. But what I was trying to say is I think I'll make another separate channel because I like to do gaming on my PS4. And one of my favorite things to do is, can you see it? There it is. I have a sim racing setup where I play like Gran Turismo, Tony Stewart's Great American Racing. I like to do some, I love the dirt racing, and I do some NASCAR racing too. So if you're interested in all in that, I'll put a link once I start that channel. And please come back again. If you know anybody that's interested in diamond painting, knitting, male knitting, and by that I just mean I tend to do stuff for my grandkids. I've done 3 flax sweaters for my grandkids. I've done one for myself. I do, like I said, do some spinning. I do some cross stitch. So, I mean, if that's anything you're interested in seeing or you know anybody that is, please turn them on. You know, getting a few subscribers would be nice. I just hope somebody watches this other than my kids and my wife. Maybe Ross will watch it and give me a shout out. But okay, sorry guys. I know this has been a shit show, but I'll try to do better next time. And maybe somebody can turn me on to some easy editing software and I can edit out these awkward moments that was 90% of this podcast. So, all right, guys, thank you. Have a good day. And I'll try to do this every week to 2 weeks. I'd like to think I'm going to do it every week, and maybe each week of the month will be something different, like diamond painting one week, cross stitch one week, spinning one week, and gaming the next week. Gaming is going to be a separate channel, so maybe diamond painting, cross stitching, spinning, and knitting. So, all right, guys, sorry, this is getting rambly now, so please tune in, check it out, and be safe. Don't let the COVID bug get you. Oh, Peace for Peace. Guys, Michael at Peace for Peace. Great podcast. Great podcast. One of the new ones I've just found, and I love what he does. Michael, start doing a little more like Ross. When you are looking for a new pattern, go to the back of the Ravelry stuff and come forward. Start showing some people that don't get shown. Ross does that all the time, and we need more people to do that. So the big popular stuff, everybody does it, everybody shows it. Start helping out some of the people that don't get seen all the time, which is what I'm going to start doing myself because Ross has convinced me that's the way to go. Another one, guys, is Paulie Knits. He hasn't posted anything in a while. He's more doing Instagram stuff now, but you can find him there too. And I love his chickens. Yeah, he's got chickens. He's out in California and he has chickens and he posts picture of his awesome chickens all the time. But he does a lot of knitting and that kind of content. So and for anybody that's interested, he's been posting some videos of like what is it, RuPaul, the drag race, the makeup type things. So if you're interested in that, check him out for that. Uh, God, I know I'm missing a whole bunch of them. Kevin and Ray, Needles at the Ready. They're not far from me. I'm in Maine. They're in Connecticut. They do a podcast that's amazing. Um, what's his name? Justin. Works for the same company as me. Caleb and Justin. Good Lord, what's you guys' name in your podcast? People, please, in the comments, put the name of their podcast because, good Lord. I know on Instagram it's like almost Amish is Caleb's, what do you call it, handle? Oh, good Lord. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to give you a shout out and can't remember the name of your podcast. Oh, that's really irritating. Somebody's going to have to help me here because I'm pulling a blank. I just can't think of it. So, I'm sorry. I'll get it right next time. And they'll be my feature next time. So, all right, guys. Thank you for sticking around for this shit show this long. It was good talking to y'all, and we'll do it again. Thank you.